Hey there, and welcome back to my channel, Weirdly O.C.D, and the 10th episode of my series, Exploring YouTube. This is a very special episode. This is a somewhat part 2 to a previous episode that I did almost 2 years ago. And that was on the channel formerly known as Out in the Country, now known as DIYfferent or Different. I did a video on this channel close to 2 years ago because I absolutely love watching them. They're inspiring, they're entertaining, they are just a great family to watch. Now, if you have not watched their channel, I highly recommend that you go check it out. Their link will be in the description below. Along with the first part to my Exploring YouTube episode on their channel. In the first episode, I pretty much captured from the beginning of their YouTube channel in 2016 to where they were at the time of me making that video, which was getting ready to move from their mobile home and homestead where they lived in Indiana. This episode here is going to show you from that move to where they are today. I think that you will be highly inspired and surprised, maybe not if you watch them, on exactly how much they do, and they do it all themselves. That's why I find them so encouraging and so fun to watch. Every few days they're doing a different project and uploading a new video to capture that project. They're literally tearing their new home down to the studs and rebuilding it back up and building the house that they want, that makes sense for their family. Hopefully you will enjoy this, and if they see it, hopefully they will enjoy it. Now, after my first episode that I did on their channel, they actually gave me a little bit of a shout out on their channel talking about the video I made about them. So here's a quick look at that.
And now there's one more thing we want to share before we go, and that is that one of our subscribers, one of our viewers, did something awesome for us, and they gave us a shout out on their channel. We want you to seriously go over and check out the channel. We're going to put a link in our description. We're going to put a link, a pinned comment. Go watch this video.
It was so awesome.
It's by Weirdly O.C.D, and he must have took a ton of time to put this together. It is like a tribute to us, it is a shout out to us, and it is so much more than we ever expected. He mentioned that he was going to, give us a little shout out in his channel, and we thought it was just going to be a quick, hey, go check out Out in the Country. Wow, it blew us away. You have to see it, especially if you're new to our channel. This video will help put everything in perspective and in order, and to us, it's just so mind-blowing and so awesome that we thank you so much for making that video. Weirdly O.C.D, check them out. The link is down below. Click on it, watch it, and leave a like so that we know you went there at least, It would mean so much to us because we want to thank him so much for putting that time in.
And leave a comment after you watch the video there too, so he knows you watched it.
Yeah.
Alright, and now let's move on to part 2 of me featuring this fantastic channel. I honestly cannot get enough of this channel. I absolutely love it. But hopefully you enjoy part 2 of me featuring the channel Different, formerly known Out in the Country. Enjoy.
This might well be the last video that we have in this house. Now, if everything goes smoothly, our closing will be on Thursday, the 27th. And right after closing, we're on the road, we're done. So we're handing over possession on Thursday, so we have to have this house empty and ready to hand over. And that's what we've done. We've been packing up everything. So
sold a whole bunch of stuff.
it's unfortunate that we didn't get to work on the schoolhouse. That part I totally understand, but it's just not in our plans right now. It just didn't work out that way. This year has been huge for us. We got so much done. We've learned so much. I mean, we bought this place and we cleared 1.5 acres by hand of full grown in field.
Using loppers, reciprocating saw, lawnmower, chainsaw.
Worked on the mobile home for our first time. We lived in a mobile home and we actually learned a lot about mobile homes, and that was kind of a cool experience for me.
Yep.
I like working on houses and building and stuff, so I've never worked on a mobile home, and it is a little bit different, but a lot more simple than you'd think.
We fixed up the barn.
We grew our YouTube channel substantially.
Yeah.
Just so many things happened this year that was just amazing. It was such a cool year. In our last video, we told you that Tuesday, the agent was gonna come and look at our house. We are ready to put our mobile home on the market. She came, she talked to us, she loved the house. No complaints. We asked her, is there anything that we could change? She loved it all. She took pictures, a whole ton of pictures. She is ready to list it for us, and we are excited to have it listed. So the papers are signed, the price is set, and the house will be officially for sale on Thursday. That is everything explained, I hope.
So Thursday is this closing date.
We are so excited to move. We just hope the closing goes well and the trip goes well. The vehicles are packed up. Now we're just gonna camp out for a couple days and just see what happens. So like we said, we don't know when our next video is gonna be up, but we'll probably be at our next house.
Yeah.
And that will be cool. We're gonna probably start doing some projects around here, and you're gonna see that. Every day is just kind of, we're taking it as it comes, so we don't know what's next.
Yeah, we just go with the flow.
As you guys know, we just bought this house, and it's a bit of a fixer-upper, but we're ready to start working on some projects. And the first project that we decided to do, moving to the house, was actually already done, but we're gonna share part 2 of that project. And that starts down here with a new toilet. Yeah, it's all done. Cool. We have a toilet.
That was easy.
Really easy. Today we're going to start installing an electric fence. We need a fence so that we can get a mule, and we need a mule so Ashley can be happy. So we got to do this. We're almost there. We're going to put in a few more posts. Should go quick if it went as good as yesterday. And I think we're gonna try to use the hand pounder today. Well, there it is, guys. The fence is done. It looks so good. And we're finally able to feel like settling down and get Ashley the mule that she always wanted. We also got Bo, our pony, back there, the companion. And guys, it has been awesome. We're really having fun. We wish it was a little warmer, but we love being here. It is the moment that a lot of you have been waiting for. We're ready to start the demo work on the bedroom. We're in the back bedroom of our 1970s double wide. Ashley was just saying how it's weird being back here because we never come back to these back bedrooms. It's like being in somebody else's house. It doesn't even feel like it's our space. Well, here it is, guys. The room is done and we got our echo back. All right, guys. I'm ready to start cutting wood and getting work done. Today is closet day. I'm gonna build the closets for the bedroom. I think we're done. This is the closet so far. We are excited to be starting this next stage of our home remodel. We're ready to start working on bedroom number 2. This is a small bedroom. It's going to be our daughter's bedroom, and hopefully we can transform it into something a little more modern, a little more clean, fresh, inviting. So this is the last time you're allowed to see the room. We're going to close it off, and you're not allowed to look at it until we're done. So take your final look and remember. We are in the bedroom that we're working on right now, and as you can see, all of the rough work is finished. We're ready for finishing work. This is our daughter's bedroom, and today is the day for the big reveal. So it's all done, and we're ready to show you guys. And now we're gonna go get Belle and reveal the room to her. This is exciting.
This is so cool! I love this! Whoa. All my pictures are hanging there.
You like that thing?
Yeah.
Isn't that so cool?
And you made my peacock.
Yep. Do you like that?
Yeah.
Today we're moving on to a new project, the living room / third bedroom. As you can see, we're standing in a long corridor living room. It's just super long and it's totally unnecessary. The reason it's so long is because there used to be a third bedroom in this house, but somebody took down the wall that was right back here and opened up the living room. We're gonna be putting that wall back up so we can have a third bedroom for our son. Today we wanted to give you guys a tour of our son's new bedroom. We wanted to maintain a lot of space and a good cozy spot to play with a lot of toy storage. So we built him this shelf to hold all the toys, and that's working out really good.
So his bed is on a wooden bed frame that Doug made.
Alright guys, we got a big project today. We have a lot to do and not a lot of time to do it, so we're gonna get right to work. You can see behind Ashley, we got a trailer full of sheathing and lumber. We're gonna try to rip all of this off right here and fix the wall, all the wood, all the rot, this window, this door, everything's going. So as you may have noticed, we have a new channel name. A lot of you guys know us as Out in the Country or OITC, and while we're still out in the country, we thought it was time for a change. You know that we love to renovate and remodel and make over, and we've done that to every property that we've had, and this property, and just everything.
We're just continually doing that.
So we thought it was time for a channel makeover also. So we came up with a new name, and we are now Different. I know it says DIYfferent, different. It's just pronounced different, just to keep it easy for everybody.
Yeah.
We thought that was a really cool, fitting name for us, and it took us a long time to come up with that, but We wanted something simple that really described us. And we live DIY and we live different. We mash those together.
It's like perfect.
And there it is, that's us. Today we're in our kitchen, which we don't usually show because it's kind of nasty and not that exciting. This is an original, but I mean painted over kitchen from the 1970s. It's really outdated, it needs work. Today is demo day of the kitchen, so I know you guys are all excited about our kitchen renovation, but we got to tell you our disaster cabinet story. This is the face of the cabinet, so I'm going to pull this over. The first thing we noticed when we opened the box is we couldn't find any instructions. There was no instructions whatsoever. That was kind of odd because usually they come with instructions of some sort. We called the company and talked to them because it's looking like it only comes with one drawer, and sure enough, talked to the company, and they said, it only comes with one drawer. You gotta buy drawers separately.
Yeah, you have to buy the extra 3 drawers to fill the slots.
And we have never heard of that with any cabinet, where you just buy part of it, and if you want more, you gotta add it on. The manufacturer, they didn't care, they had no interest, they weren't helpful, and they just said, that's the way it is, you just have to buy them, they can't help me. So I think we're going to continue on the build even though we're missing the drawers. I don't think it's reasonable to think of returning it yet because the return is going to cost so much money and they're not going to just take it back. It's probably a restocking fee and everything else. And
we're already
We're
stuck.
committed. We're committed. They got all these random marks.
Yeah, look at all these holes everywhere.
Now the oven cabinet, believe it or not, like this cabinet right here, it's missing these drawers down here. The oven cabinet we bought, we got for this about the same price as it would have cost us to just buy those missing drawers. I contacted Millwork City, which is the seller of the cabinets, and I also contacted the cabinet manufacturer, kitchen cabinet distributors. And neither of them were really willing to help us. They didn't seem interested. They just said,
well, that's it. You bought them. I don't know.
Oh, that's just the way it is. Should have looked at the picture. I thought that was silly. I said, I actually said to them that, well, the picture shows a shaker front and I got a slab. But I never got a response to that. And that day, after that video posted and you guys started reaching out, we got a phone call from Millwork City. And they said, well, you know, I'm sorry about this. We want to make it right. We don't want you to have a bad experience. And they seemed really eager to help, which was a big change from when I called them or emailed them. I called one, emailed the other. I contacted them. I asked if there was a manager or anything. They said the manager isn't there. And they said I just have to wait. So I called back the next day. I got a hold of somebody. She said that they were just waiting to hear back from the cabinet manufacturer. And I asked, well, why do you need them? Like, what are they going to do? Like, what's the goal? What's the plan? Like, how are you going to help me? And she couldn't really tell me how. They just needed to talk to the manufacturer and see what they want to do. Why wait for a company that's actively putting us down to help us? So I went ahead and I decided I'm going to go ahead and file the dispute with the credit card. And that's what I did. 15 days have passed. That was our time limit for the company to respond with a refund or not. And that has passed. So right now the credit card is going to investigate. It's a learning experience, and now we just know a little bit more what to look for, what to check for when we're shopping for cabinets online. Mm-hmm. Many of you guys know that we just got done fighting with another oven cabinet that we were not happy with. So we were hoping that this one would go a little bit smoother. So far, I'm not getting a good first impression. We did go with a different company. It's supposed to be a nice cabinet. It was just marked down. But we're finding a lot of things like this damage right here. A big chip out of the finish. sloppy grooving of the interlocking joints, and overall the whole cabinet is dirty. This is the face of frustration and giving up.
Wow.
This is like, look at this too. Oh man, this looks bad. The whole side of this cabinet is all scuffed and dirty.
Ooh. Because what are the chances of it not working? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean?
We contacted the company. Lillian Cabinets is where we bought them. This new oven cabinet that we just tried assembling. And we contacted them, and they were really friendly, really helpful, and said, we're going to make this right. So they told us, we're going to put together, we're going to assemble a new oven cabinet, make sure it's perfect, and then bring it to you. So I asked them all kinds of questions. I said, well, the other one was made so bad. How do I know this one's going to be good? They assured me that they're going to look it over, make sure everything's solid, everything's good, everything goes together right, it's going to be fine. They got like a professional work area, people who assemble cabinets all the time, so they know how to work with them. I asked them how was it going to be shipped, because we were worried about damage on the way, being a fully assembled cabinet. And they told us that they were going to wrap the front in bubble wrap, wrap the whole thing in cardboard. It was going to be super secure and everything. Because both cabinets were bad, so between the two of them, we got one good cabinet. Aside from that side panel splitting up in two, I think the cabinet looks good. And everything is clean, the paint looks good, and I'm happy with it now. I know that you've been waiting to see what happened with that dispute. When we filed the dispute, the credit card company just asked us over the phone some basic questions. We answered all the questions, gave them all the info, and that was it. They said if they need anything else, they'll let us know. They contacted the seller, Millwork City, and Millwork City responded to the dispute. And what they responded with was shocking to us, because they literally lied to defend themselves. So they responded, and that one response closed the case, and that was it.
In their favor.
In their favor. All they had to do was respond. We were never asked for more info, we were never asked for anything, and their response didn't even cover our dispute. So I don't even understand how this works with the credit card companies. But they basically said, the credit card company said to us that because we refused to send them back, they can't give us a refund. I said, no, I never refused. And I explained the process, and they said, well, you have to send them back. And I said, but if I order a red chair and somebody sends me a blue couch, why should I pay to ship it back to them and accept a 30% restocking fee?
They couldn't understand that.
So in the future going forward, I probably would not bother with credit card disputes.
No.
It seems like a waste of time.
It's stressful.
Yeah, I honestly think if we would have been better off in the end if we accepted the loss up front.
Because it would have been less stress overall.
Yeah.
Because I feel like the credit card dispute just added a whole layer of...
It wasted our time. It added extra burden and stress, and didn't amount to anything. And I think it made the outcome seem worse. Because not only were we cheated...
But then we were cheated again.
Yeah, it's like getting cheated twice. I know we have other options available to us, but we're not going to bother. It's not worth the stress in life to fight some things. You got to pick and choose your battles. So from here on out, we're done with cabinets, and that feels good. Previously, we got all of our base cabinets installed, except for this last one. You can see we have a missing space here, and that's because the company accidentally sent us the wrong cabinet. I got word from the company that that cabinet should be in about next Tuesday or so we'll see that in about a week. And now we're finally ready to give you guys the full tour of our finished kitchen renovation. So coming in from the living room, you can see we got a big open doorway and the kitchen looks so spacious. So you guys know that we have an eat-in kitchen. One of the things we wanted to change when we renovated was the table used to be right here in front of this window. And we didn't like that. Ashley especially didn't want it in the walkway. So we shifted the table space over here. Can't ignore our drain board sink. That's been awesome. We're loving that. We did a built-in cooktop because we didn't want to deal with messes and crumbs like you get with a freestanding range. Really happy with that. Our Berkey, that's our water filter, and we installed this pot filler faucet above it. And that's been working out great. We can just pop the lid off and fill our water filter anytime. Around the corner is our oven. I know this is a bit unconventional to put an oven out of the way like this, but it's actually been working good for us. And the pantry. The pantry is just extra food, water heater, electric panel behind the door, and our battery charging station for our tools. I guess we can just check this off the list, another room done. And the living room is coming soon. Today we're going to show you guys how we made this really cool accent wall in our living room. Today we got a big project planned, and that is starting our living room floor. This is the living room, and as you can see, we have plywood. So we're going to start with tile over here in the entryway, and we're hoping to get a lot, if not all of this tiling done today. We're going to have a large tiled section, and then after we're done tiling, we're going to start the laminate flooring. I'm standing in our living room by the front door, and you can see we have this kind of entry area. What I'm planning to do today is build a bench, coat hook, shelf right here on the wall. I want to keep this really simple, really minimal, and I'm thinking kind of a floating bench. Today's an exciting day because we got our wood stove. This came weeks early and we're excited to get it installed in our living room. So hopefully that's what we're working on today. We have been working for months on our living room renovation, and today we're finally ready to reveal the finished living room with you guys. One of my favorite rooms so far. Every room that we do is like awesome and we love it. But when you do the next one, it's so new, so it feels like the best.
Yeah.
Really came together. The wood stove, the flooring.
It just all looks so good together. And this was the last room that we had to do.
Yeah.
We're pretty much like 98% done with the house.
The whole
on the inside.
house. Yeah. But I don't want you guys to worry, because when we're done with this renovation, we still have plenty more jobs coming. So we're not going anywhere. We have a lot of fun stuff planned and a lot of fun things to show and share with you guys. So as always, we appreciate you guys being a part of it and watching the video. And until next time, take care.
Bye.